What's poppin'? You already know what this is on the lockout. Right about now, we gonna get into some content. Everyone has been asking my opinion, how I feel on the lockout about what's been going on. 1090 Jake, Pino, all these other dudes that got prison channels or tell prison stories and so forth. We also might get into a little about Lil Boosie. 1 second, you already know what you tuned into on the lockout. Gang. Boom. So you're probably saying, okay, where are we getting at with this? Well, we getting to this right here. We getting to the money. All our peoples that watch the prison channels, that watch jail stories, what have you, even Rikers Island, up north stories, New York. We in tune. Obviously, at time, not all of us, but from time to time, I tune in. I'm not a hater. Y'all know I shout other channels out. Those that show no hate. We show love. We love all people. It doesn't matter what clique you're in, what you banging, what set you think you from, how gang you think you are. It's lockout gang. We love all people. Facts. So this is public information. It's already out there, right? It's something that's already circulating all around, right? So I hope that this thing didn't violate me and is doing what it needs to do. So check it. 1090 Jake is someone that I do from time to time watch. So to answer that question, yes, of course, I know Warpath from On the Lockout who 1090 Jake is. Because I watch that type of content from time to time just to stay in tune to what's going on in these YouTube streets, like people say, right? So, public information, like I said, 1090 Jake is beefing with Pino, right? And I'm going to show you who 1090 Jake is right now. For those of you that don't know who he is, boom. There goes your boy, 1090 Jake, right? I'm going to show you who Pino is right now, right? Bang! So, some of y'all might be like, because you know, New York, not everybody watches everything. Like, who are these white dudes, right? Yeah, don't get it confused, because I always say that, because a dude is white, no matter what color he is, where he comes from, there's hoods everywhere. And gangsters come in all form of fashion. Some of y'all might be saying, oh, these kids ain't gangsters or whatever. You can't sleep on nobody. I learned that throughout my travels. OG shit. A lot of people wouldn't know that though. That's just the way it is. Because they haven't encountered or experienced these things in their life. So they beefing. From my understanding and the little bit that I know, and you can leave in the comments and we could chat about this and give your opinion. I'll tell you mine. I'm always in the comment section here. And shout out to them. I have no hate on them. One is a blood gang member, which is everybody knows is Jake, right? He's a blood. And the other kid is a Crip, which is Pino, right? They claiming that on YouTube, and it's known. A lot of people are like, nah, they that. I seen them around in their videos. You know, that's what they doing. I'm not a gang member. There's not a gang channel. We love all people. We make content. There's 3 white boys here, right? And I say that with all respects. They beefing. I'm going to show you the third party that to the piece to the puzzle here and why I'm using him in this video, right? They beefing. One of them is like, you're a rat. Now, we know I made videos before on stating you don't just call people a rat. It brings problems. And we not doodling on 1090 because we don't do that. In fact, I'm shouting him out. Shout out to 1090 Jake, man. People go through things. Things happen in life. Things happen in fights. I always said it. I took plenty of L's. Does that make you a soft dude? Nah, I don't think so. On the situation, everybody's situation is not the same. So anyway, one of them, what's out there so far, allegedly, right? Is you think it's something sweet? I'm a rat. He drives 25 hours away, something like that, from Florida to Boston. Boom. Pulls up, catches the Duke. Is like, yo, I'm out here. I'm outside. That's why I told y'all, you got to be careful on what you posting and where you at. Even though he was with it, he was about it like, I'm here. I seen dudes get murked during their lives. This is why I'm telling you. And I'm saying all this with kind of sort of like, not even kind of sort of with facts. It should be a learning experience to everyone. My take on this whole thing is this. It doesn't matter what happened. Do I agree with what happened? No, it's pure ignorance. Do I understand what happened? Sure, part of me, the street part is like, yo, you was calling homeboy a rat. You can't call dudes a rat like that. Some dudes, I'm not saying he did, but even if they ratted, they feel like now they got to prove that they didn't rat. And they'll catch a body and somebody will really get hurt. It's all fun and games till someone gets hurt. Because everybody's just like, the part about, yo, he kept it official. Yo, that's gangster. He pulled up. He did you dirty. I've seen the comments. I mean, is that really gangster? You pulled up and hurt your own people. Somebody that looks just like you. Someone that's in the struggle just like you. In fact, to be realistic, if you want to be grown, a co-worker. Technically, y'all both work for YouTube. Facts. Y'all make content. So my whole thing is this. It's never about the messenger. It's about the message. Make content that matters. That's what I'm trying to get at. That's where the money's at. That's where the real's at. Right? So was it a gangsterful move to pull up there and square off or whatever? People like, oh, you hit him, you did, you bring a weapon, whatever. It's on video, people record it, it's all over the news, it's everywhere. So I would never say nothing that's not already out there. This is facts. Blood member, Crip member, whatever, it stirs up a lot of problems. There's other people that get involved. When you don't know and you lay back and you asleep, there's people still in the streets and all over these buildings and these projects that are arguing over these theories and things that really went on. Yo, he's soft. Because you see it all in the comment, the hatred, the disrespect on another man's belief. And a lot of people don't take that lightly. There's people that eat, breathe, and doo-doo. Blood, Crip, King, Nieta, Patria, all that. With all respects. So we respect everybody's beliefs. It's on the individual basis. If you a no good dude, you just a no good dude. So do I respect the move? I'm going to tell you. A part of me says, probably so. But the grown part of me says, hell no, bro. That's not what's up. You can mess up this whole genre of prison stories, of jail stories for everybody, and it's over. If YouTube decides that, you know what, this is bringing a lot of problems. You may not see it now, the bigger picture, because that's not where your head is at. But think about it. This wasn't made for that. They try to make a family-friendly site, and here we go. Dudes are starting drama, pulling up. Dudes are getting hurt. It's getting out of control. Dudes are like these YouTube streets, gang, bang, 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 bang. I just want to tell you something. Look, and I'm no angel, but I can tell you one thing. It don't take a rocket scientist to know that you're given a golden opportunity, right? To change your life and do something better with yourself. Like make content. Which, whether people want to admit it or not, a lot of people wish they was in your position where they had a few thousand subscribers that they could post a video and gain even 1,000 views. It's not easy to do nowadays. And not only that, it's not about views and it's not about subscribers. We all know team watch time. It's about watch time. 1090 Jake, I know he gets a whole lot of watch time. People love the kid's story. I keep it 100. He has a gift, as a lot of people tell me and tell a lot of other people, that a lot of people don't have. People like to tune in and listen to you. At this point, don't matter what you say, people are going to listen. So should you be ignorant, dumb, and retaliate? I don't know. It depends on what you trying to base your legacy to be. If you just want to be gang, gang, bang, bang, and be like, yo, you didn't stay like that, you know, and your people, your so-called brothers, right? Want to be like, yo, he put in for that. You know what I'm saying? He got busy. He's a real one. He murked them. He's doing 25 to life. I don't know if that's real to you. I don't know. But then again, who am I? You know, War, chill. You sound soft. Or do I sound grown? At this point, you're believe it or not, and it may sound, I don't want to sound cocky or whatever, or like that we think we all that, or you're a little famous, bro, than the average person, my G. Facts. So these are always important. So boom. I don't know if you want to be walking around looking for somebody and wasting your time like they probably did, but he don't feel at this point that he wasted his time, homeboy, because he was being violated. His ego was being put out there like, yo, I'm a rat. So I get him in that point because he felt he had to do something about that. So I don't want to, I'm not doodling on his decision. Do I find it that he should have really thought about it harder? Yeah, because you drove across state lines. Like, you don't see the charges here. Nobody needs to tell. Jake don't need to tell. This person don't need to tell nobody. Like, it's on video. And even when Jake and them themselves said it, somebody recorded it. You got the video. Don't matter what you do right now, that video can never be erased from that phone, from whatever. So if the so-called peoples, you know who, with the 3 letters, the D, and you figure it out, right? They want to, you're going to court, and they don't need the dude that got hurt. They have the video, and the state picks up the case. Point blank, it's just the way it happens in a lot of places, especially those places that ain't a lot happening. So I say all that to say, do I respect it? I just think that you guys are worth a whole lot more than that. So in this case, we got homeboy right here. Boom. So these 3 dudes, which is Lockdown 23 and 1, Jake, and Pino, are the 3 white dudes, right? So you may think like, oh, 3 white dudes doing prison channels. Like, come on, get out of here. So in your head, you have that to do a prison channel and be a gangster, you got to be what? Black? You got to be Mexican. You got to be Puerto Rican. I mean, you have to have went through Rikers. You had to have did jail time. Nah, doing jail time don't make you a real gangster. Doing jail time don't make you a tough guy. Being able to tell prison stories don't make you a tough guy. You understand? It does not make you a man. Now, what makes you a man is getting the opportunity, the golden opportunity, that this man right here, believe it or not, boom, gave those 2 gentlemen. Because, as I always say, and I don't mean it with disrespect, we didn't go on nobody's channel to gain any subscribers or views that we got. Thank God we was lucky enough, by the grace of God, that Lockout Gang and the viewers and people that love me and show support helped us, you know, get to where the little bit that we at, right? And I'm grateful for that. Super grateful. But this young man right here, which is Lockdown 23 and 1, deaf, right? Give people an opportunity to go on his show and tell their story. And in return, the biggest payback in the world is that you be able to shout out your channel and open your channel and be able to monetize and tell your story and continue from there and do a lot of things. YouTube opens a lot of windows of opportunity for those of you that don't know. So he did that for these 2 gentlemen. And in return, I seen him get caught up in the mix. He probably didn't feed into it too much, but I see what's going on also with him. You know, and a lot of people are like, oh, people are being ungrateful, whatever. We all don't know the full story, but if I was them, I would be more than grateful what he did for me to put me on his show. That doesn't mean you have to, kiss his buns. But just a little gratefulness. Like, we all going through this thing here where a lot of us may not be here tomorrow. You know, I've lost 5 people already behind this thing going on in the world, this pandemic, whatever you want to call this thing, this no good, right? Finishing off with our people. But a lot of times we don't need no outside things to finish off with our people. We doing a very great job ourselves, you know? But it's just something to think about. And if you ever see this video and you 1090 Jake, you Pino, you Lockdown 23 and 1, 1090 Jake, I always see and know that he was doing a great job. I'm like, wow, bro. You know, no matter how much you want to hate, there's always going to be somebody that you dislike or you think is not gang or is fronting or whatever that's doing what they do. But you have to respect the fact that they did something with themselves and they're not living that way no more fully, right? Like even if you're active but you're not down with every activity, it says a lot about the person that there's still hope. These dudes got kids, these dudes got boys, they got daughters. You know, I watch and I observe very well. I'm Warpath from on the Lockout. Lockout gang. You already know I love my people, but Pino also. It took a lot of thinking probably for him to say, yo, you know what, I'm gonna go up there, F it, boom. You know, out of anger, we do a lot of spontaneous things. So sometimes you gotta reevaluate things and say, you know, and sit back for a minute and say, is it worth it? You know, is it really, really worth it? Because the comments, if you let the comments will drive you crazy. They'll drive you nuts. You know, and you'll want to do things about it if you're a real one, right? And I guess in a way it's for you, but also you're trying to prove a point. And to who? To who? To dudes that are really not in the street. Don't get it twisted. So a lot of people in the comments are in the streets if that's the life you're living, but the majority are not. They commenting from their house, and no disrespect, from the suburbs somewhere, from another part of the world. Super far, there's nowhere near you. And then again, there's some there are, so you can't sleep on that. But at the end of the day, it boils down to one word: ignorance. It's super ignorant. That's all I'm saying. And look, you know, I post sometimes things that I think are not worthy of me posting, that are not really super positive at times. But I take them down, I think about it. I'm like, you know what? Let me take that down. That's not suitable for YouTube. I see what they trying to do. So what I say, if you ever thought about opening up a channel, don't do what other people do. Because if you notice, a lot of dudes claiming gang and all this, they don't have not one commercial on their channel. Some people rather just think that they lit and get a lot of views than actually get money. I don't know. I don't know. So that's who you see who's who. Like, street clout is more important to them. But I'm going to tell you something about street clout. It'll get you killed. Facts. I say that with all sincerity and love in my heart for people, all people. You know what I'm saying? Mankind, womankind, God's children. Facts. Make content that matters. We going through enough as it is in this world. As the people, we're struggling. We some people are afraid not to come out their houses, but here we are. We coming out of our houses to destroy ourselves even more. Like, if we don't have other things to worry about, other people in this world that are already trying to destroy us, invisible situations that we can't even see, that'll finish with our life at a split of a second. There's nothing worse than this world than to have your own people do something to you. And when I say own people, I mean another human. It's like, wow, my dude, you serious? And then you in the same field. So if given the opportunity to do this content, or if you go on Lockdown 23 and 1, and that good dude, I always shout it out, Lockdown 23 and 1. I never ride nobody's coattail. It's not about clout. Y'all already know how I feel about that. We are the clout. It's Lockout gang. But everybody's been asking my opinion. What do you watch? Like, if I live under a rock, of course. You know, I'm in tune. I watch, if you watch a prison channel or a video of jail or whatever, 9 times out of 10, they're going to recommend 1 hour videos to you, whether it be 1090 Jake, whether it be Pino, whether it be K-Frog, whether it be K-Shot, whether it be Wildcat, Killer Kev, CK, whoever. You can't hate. It's going to be recommended. It's just keeping it real. At the end of the day, dudes got to be grateful to Lockdown 23 and 1 for what he's done. And I seen dudes say thank you. You know, that even he said that he feels like he's going to move away from that genre because, you know, he's changed his life over to God and he has a bigger purpose. And that's awesome. You know, that's a beautiful thing. But he's done a lot. He's helped a lot of people gain channels where they're able to tell their story, any story. But sometimes when we get a little, even YouTube fame, we don't know how to act. YouTube is the biggest platform in the world, and you got a golden opportunity to do something with your life, a second chance. Not a lot of people go through things that we've been through, shot, stabbed, in comas, left for dead, gang banging all your life, this and that. You give it another shot. You got to grab that golden opportunity. You got to run with it because you may never see that again. There's rappers that were killed for the opportunity. They all trying to do podcasts now. They trying to do what we're doing. They trying to do what you're doing, Jake. They trying to do what you doing, Pino. They trying to do what Lockdown 23 is doing. Lockdown 23 and 1 is doing. They trying to do what a lot of us are doing that do these channels. They got music and they don't even get the views or watch time that a lot of us get. But yet, we get the opportunity and we throw it away. So when you think YouTube or whoever's not watching, of course they are. You're monetized. There's people putting up their money on you to place ads in your video. Make content that matters. Love all people. But most importantly, love yourself enough not to put yourself in that situation. So I say all that to say that it's super ignorant. If you open a channel, do not do that. Leave how you feel about the situation in the comments. I just wanted to say a little something. Maybe if I could help. However, it might sound buns to some of y'all, whatever. I'm not here to prove to nobody that I'm no gangster, that I'm a real street dude, that none of that. Why? Because real dudes don't come on YouTube or online to act tough. That's a fact. If you like that, you like that. In fact, I come here and I feel like a different dude. I come here and I be nice. Because you're stunting for who? So I don't think you want to do that. I said I was going to talk about Lil Boosie, how I feel about him saying about 6ix9ine. And people, if y'all don't do nothing in New York, y'all, you know what I'm saying? PUSS, right? Buns. That's crazy. Another situation. 6ix9ine goes. Somebody murks him. Guess who could go to jail for having a big mouth, for not minding their business, I guess, right? And no hate towards him. But he says a lot of ignorant stuff himself, this dude. But these other people that that you love and go all out for, it's crazy. I don't look up to Lil Boosie. And I'm entitled to that. I don't admire Lil Boosie. I don't know not one of his songs. Is something wrong with that? No, of course not. But what I could tell you is that saying that a whole city is bullshit because they don't do nothing. It's crazy when the FDS is on these people for that. So sometimes you got to use intelligence and don't let ego get in the way. Because one of y'all will go and do something to that little kid, body that kid. And sometimes you got to watch what you talk online because they make cases out of anything. But we don't see when we talk, sometimes too much conversation leads to unnecessary information. That's a fact. If the FDS really wanted to and they go hard, the homeboy's not wrong what he said. They'll snatch anybody up who's been saying that. Yo, y'all got to get this kid. Y'all got to do something to this kid, to this dude. And they'll be like, because of your word, you put that in people's head in your videos of rap. You getting charged. you know, it's crazy that the NYPD don't even got to go outside nowadays to get cases. They right here on the tube, online. And we don't learn from other people's mistakes. You know, to be aware is to be alive, man. And that's a fact. And if nothing changes, we always say nothing changes, bro. You know, I just wanted to say something about it because I looked at it and a lot of it is sad. That during these times like this when people are supposed to try to show a little more love, right? It's sad that we try to show love when a big crisis happens, but it is what it is. but yet we still got some that there's people that get off of seeing the self-destruction of our people, whether it's gang culture, whether it's prison channel culture, if you want to call it, right, or the genre, whatever it is, right? Don't let that happen, man. You got an opportunity to do something with your life, man. There's people watching. They probably wanted to use you for a movie or to go talk to the youth or something. They was probably thinking about it, and you just blew a golden opportunity. If you're not making $1 million on YouTube yet, don't worry about it. It's going to happen for you. But beefing and pounding somebody out, pulling up and making somebody leak and all that, and repping for your gang, 24/7, it's not going to happen. People know who you are. Your peoples know who you are. It is what it is. You ain't got to keep saying it. Real dudes don't do that. You carry that in here. Facts. Thank you for tuning in. This is On The Lockout. Love all people. Comment. Follow us on Instagram, On The Lockout _. Not the one with the lion on the profile. That's not me. On The Lockout _. Facebook, On The Lockout. And our private group on Facebook is Lockout Gang. I love y'all. We dropping more content. Tomorrow we dropping content on Tech for Rec, TEK, the number 4, and REK, where I teach you how to gain over 5,000 subscribers a week on YouTube tricks, and more. And also we posting on Golden Culture. Culture spelled with a K. Those channels been up there, but I'm putting new content up tomorrow. Facts. I love y'all. Stay safe, but most importantly, stay home. And remember that don't matter what happens, stay you. Don't be a follower. You a leader. Don't be misled by the misinformed.